Hola clase, this is Señora Plusted. We're starting a brand new chapter, Capítulo 2B, Tu sala de clases, your classroom. So this is just vocabulary this week and a light week, and I'm also going to be going over some listening exercises as well. So please watch the video all the way through to the very end with sound on. Gracias. All right, so what you'll be able to do in this chapter, you'll be able to listen to and read conversations and notes about school, talk and write about classes, classrooms, and where things are located, and exchange information while describing someone's location. So you'll be talking about where things are located inside of a classroom and about your classroom. Before we get into that, we have some culture we need to go over. So let's go over a couple of culture notes. Just write a couple sentences. You will need it for the test next week. So, Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, Arte y Cultura, Mexico, was born near Mexico City, is one of the greatest intellectuals of her time and very popular in the Spanish-speaking world. She wrote poetry, essays, music, and plays, also defended a woman's right to an education at a time when few women had access to it. She entered a convent where women go to become nuns at the age of 19, and over the years built a library of several thousand books. Her living quarters became a meeting place for other writers and intellectuals who were drawn to her because of her intelligence and knowledge, and is really a role model, especially to Latin American women everywhere. Culture, El Mundo Hispano school uniforms. Many schools in Spanish-speaking countries require their students to wear uniforms, even all the way through high school. Often students wear full uniform like the one you see in the photo, and sometimes the uniform consists something more like a smock, like a long gown that is worn over a student's regular clothes and helps protect them from becoming dirty or torn during the school day. So high school students that you see, and they're still wearing uniforms, and it happens in all grade levels, especially in the Spanish-speaking world. All right, and let's go through the new vocabulary. La bandera. El cartel. La computadora. La mochila. La pantalla. La papelera. El ratón. El reloj. El sacapuntas. El teclado. To talk about classroom furniture. El escritorio. La mesa. La silla. To talk about parts of the classroom. La puerta. La ventana. To indicate possession or something belongs to you or someone else. De, mi, and tú. Notice me without the accent means my, and tú without the accent means your, like your book, right? Tu libro. To identify a description or quantity. Es un or es una. So es un lápiz, es una carpeta. It is a pencil, it is a folder. Hay, there is or there are. And ¿qué es esto? ¿Qué es esto? What is this? I can say es un bolígrafo. It's a pen. To indicate location. Al lado de. Al lado del. Ahí. Aquí. Debajo de la. Debajo del. Delante de la, or delante del. Detrás de la, detrás del. And the difference between de la or del is it in front of a feminine object or behind a feminine object, or in front of or behind a masculine object. So de la if it's feminine and del if it's masculine. Donde, en, encima de la, or encima del, a la izquierda de, a la derecha de. Use the verb estar, to be. It also means to be, just like Ser did. Estoy, estás, está, estamos, estáis, están. but you use this for conditions, emotions, places, and locations. So I am, you are, he or she is, we are, y'all are, you all are, or they are. To identify gender and quantity of nouns. Remember we had el and la, now we have los and las. Remember how we had un and una, now we have unos and unas. And más vocabulario. El disco compacto, el DVD. So we see all of these things here in the classroom. We also have this paragraph that describes the objects in the classroom. So let's see if you can listen and figure it out.
Estamos en mi clase de español. El escritorio de la profesora está delante de la clase. Aquí está el escritorio de mi profesora, al lado de una ventana. El sacapuntas está encima del escritorio. Detrás del escritorio hay una bandera y debajo hay un reloj. La profesora es muy ordenada. Me gusta estudiar en la clase de español. ¿Y a ti, te gusta tu clase de español?
So again, the verb estar means to be. So we are in my Spanish class. The teacher's desk or the desk of the teacher is in front of the class, right? Está delante de la clase. Aquí, here, está el escritorio de mi profesora al lado de una ventana. Here's my teacher's desk next to the window, al lado de una ventana. El sacapuntas, the pencil sharpener, está encima del escritorio, is on top of the desk. There's the sacapuntas. Detrás del escritorio, behind it, hay una bandera, there is a flag, y debajo hay un reloj, and there's a clock underneath. La profesora es muy ordenada. Me gusta estudiar en la clase de español. The teacher's very organized. I like to study in Spanish class. ¿Y a ti te gusta tu clase de español? And you, do you like your Spanish class? Here is another paragraph. You see a student here. Looks like she's working. And let's see if you can understand with the new vocabulary that you've learned.
Me gusta estudiar aquí, pero hay muchos estudiantes y es importante ser ordenada. Mi mochila está debajo de la mesa. Mi ratón está al lado de mi teclado. Es bueno estudiar aquí. ¿A ti dónde te gusta estudiar?
Me gusta estudiar aquí. I like to study here, pero hay muchos estudiantes. But there are a lot of students. Y es importante ser ordenada. It's important to be organized. Mi mochila, remember backpack, está debajo de la mesa. Mi ratón, the mouse, está al lado de mi teclado, is next to my keyboard. Es bueno estudiar aquí. And then you have pantalla, screen, and silla, chair. Let's keep going. All right, so you have Rosy and her teacher talking and something about a backpack and a telephone in the class, un teléfono en la clase. So see if you can follow along with the conversation and let's see if you were able to understand.
Un teléfono en la clase. Rosy, ¿qué es esto?
¿Dónde?
Allí, en tu mochila.
Es un teléfono.
¿Un teléfono en mi clase?
Sí, profesor.
No me gustan los teléfonos en mi clase.
Pero necesito mi teléfono para estudiar.
¿Qué?
Sí, mi teléfono tiene un diccionario muy práctico.
Rosy, hablamos en mi oficina.
Sí, señor.
So the teacher asks Rosy, ¿qué es esto? What is this? Rosy says, ¿dónde? Where? He goes, ahí, over there, en tu mochila, in your backpack. Es un teléfono. It is a telephone. ¿Un teléfono en mi clase? A telephone in my class? Sí, profesor. Yes, teacher. No me gustan los teléfonos en mi clase. I don't like phones in my class. Pero necesito mi teléfono para estudiar. But I need my phone to study. ¿Qué? What? Sí, mi teléfono tiene un diccionario muy práctico. Yes, my phone has a very practical dictionary or useful dictionary. Rosy, hablamos en mi oficina. Rosy, let's talk in my office. Sí, señor. Yes, sir. So how did you do? Did you understand? All right, let's keep going. So, two students having a conversation.
¿Dónde está el escritorio?
Está debajo de la ventana.
Where is the desk? Not donde es, donde está, because it's a location, right? Where is the desk? Está debajo de la ventana. It is underneath of the window. And see if you can understand and read this conversation.
¿Tienes un sacapuntas?
No, no tengo un sacapuntas.
¿Tienes una calculadora?
Sí, tengo una calculadora.
¿Dónde está?
Está encima de la carpeta.
So she says, ¿Tienes un sacapuntas? Do you have a pencil sharpener? No, no tengo un sacapuntas. No, I don't have a pencil sharpener. ¿Tienes una calculadora? Do you have a calculator? Sí, tengo una calculadora. Yes, I have a calculator. Notice un sacapuntas, because sacapuntas, even though it ends in AS, it's still male. Calculadora is female, so it is una calculadora. ¿Dónde está? Where is it located? Está encima de la carpeta. It is on top of the folder. See? And there it is. All right, practice. Actividades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and core activity en la clase. And these are your quizzes, the instant checks and the pruebas. Gracias.